Hey there, so today we have another review, and this is a beer from Sailfish Brewing in Fort Pierce, Florida, and this is Don't Poke the Bear. This is a double blonde ale, 5%, and it has a bear kind of logo on it made out of honeycombs. Let's dig into this one. This one is a Katie pick. She picked this one up at GD's Bottle Shop.
Double blonde ale. I've never had one. That's why I had to pick it.
Yep.
The label is not my type, but
about 5 months ago.
It's a double blonde. It should be okay.
Yeah. The beer comes in a really beautiful kind of.
That is a nice
color.
haze, yeah.
Yeah. Despite it being a blonde ale, it actually really comes in a deep gold, kind of like a sunny,
almost brassy.
Orangey. Yeah, brassy. Yeah, deep gold color. Has a light tan head to it. Any aroma?
A lot of honey, yeah, for sure. Honey, straw, like oats. Definitely more like a breakfast type aroma for me.
I definitely sense a little bit of oxidation.
Yeah.
A little bit of that cardboardy thing going on.
Yeah, for sure. Honey, right up front. I mean, it's just honey throughout the whole palate for me, from aroma to taste. I do get some of that oxidation, some of that cardboardy thing, but I think it almost kind of works with the sweetness of the honey.
It's not necessarily a sweet beer, and I think a lot of places that use honey don't actually get beers that taste like honey. Honey generally dries out of beer. If anything, the flavor of honey, so not the sweetness of honey, but maybe the flavor of honey. That makes any sense? Yeah,
definitely. It kind of reminds me, and bear with me on this one. It kind of reminds me like of a cough drop that contains honey, and it's almost medicinal in a sense, but it's not quite like overpowering. Like it's good. It reminds me of like honey Cheerios.
Sure. This to me generally is like a kind of Imperial cream ale. I don't know if I would guess blonde on it. Get a little bit of that kind of grainy flavor that sort of like reminds you of cream ale, maybe like something as extra like flake maize or something used in here. A little bit around biscuity sweetness in the middle.
Yeah.
Right? And then some of that kind of papery cardboard thing on the back end. What's your final impressions rating on this one?
It's actually a lot different than I had anticipated for a double blonde ale.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty good actually. It comes in at like 8%, which is not really noticeable in the beer itself. I don't think it tastes like an 8% to me. It doesn't drink like an 8%. It doesn't really have a lot of that alcohol dryness to it. But it's actually pretty good. Even though it does seem a little bit oxidized, I would really like to try this one a little bit fresher. Sure. I feel like this has a lot of potential. A little bit fresher, a little bit cooler. I think it could actually be a pretty decent beer.
There's a little bit of warming on the way down. This to me, again, tastes like a double cream ale, sort of like an Imperial cream ale. I guess double blonde sort of makes a little bit sense, a little bit darker. I will say that this sort of reminds me of Hurricane, by the way. It's sort of a craft take on Hurricane. It's 8%. It's drinkable. Doesn't really have any hop character. Sort of a craft version of it.
Okay.
Yeah, think about that. It's not lager, but like it's just sort of if you had a drinkable random ale that was 8%, with a little bit of malt complexity to it, hair of it. As a rating, let's go with a. Jeez, I'm not a big fan.
I'm gonna say an 87 for me personally.
Oh, come on.
So.
Not even remotely close. This is a 82.
Oh, come on, it's close.
82.
It's 5 points off.
That's a B minus.
Whatever.
82. Is this worth it, an 82, actually?
I think this is good. I think this is decent. I like it.
Actually,
so,
no.
Whatever.
I'm incorrect. It's oxidized can. This for me gets a 70. What, I don't know what it gave Hurricane.
I don't remember.
Whatever Hurricane is, that should be lower or higher. Like, get your rating on that one. This is a craft take on that. It's a drinkable ale that's 8%. Doesn't really have much character to it.
Rate it as its own.
Sure. That's C plus.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure. 78.
Okay.
78. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Thank you so much. This is Don't Poke the Bear from Sailfish Brewing. Until next time, guys. Cheers. Let me know if you guys had this brewery before. Later.